Ladies and gentlemen, as we stand at the threshold of a new year, I invite you to envision 2025 as the year you unapologetically choose you. Not in selfishness, but in self-honor. Not in isolation, but in self-discovery. Today, let's talk about why and how focusing only on yourself can be the most transformative decision you'll ever make. Focusing on yourself isn't always easy. It demands courage to face your fears, your insecurities, and your aspirations. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's the birthplace of authenticity and growth. When you allow yourself to be open, you create space for real transformation. To embrace vulnerability means stepping into the unknown, not knowing if you will succeed or fail, but deciding to try anyway. It's about showing up as your true self, even when you're unsure if the world will accept you as you are. Vulnerability asks us to shed the masks we wear, the ones that say, I'm fine when we're hurting, or I've got it all together when we feel like we're falling apart. There's a raw power in admitting that you don't have all the answers. Vulnerability teaches us that it's okay to ask for help, to share our struggles, and to lean on others when the weight of life feels heavy. It reminds us that being human means being imperfect, and it's within those imperfections that our humanity shines the brightest. But vulnerability isn't just about sharing your struggles with others. It's also about being honest with yourself. It's about looking in the mirror and asking the hard questions, what am I running from? What am I afraid of? What do I truly want? These questions might feel uncomfortable, but they are necessary. Vulnerability strips away the distractions and forces us to confront the core of who we are. When we embrace vulnerability, we also embrace the possibility of rejection, failure, or pain. But here's the paradox: in allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, we actually grow stronger. Each time we face a fear or take a risk, we build resilience. Vulnerability is the foundation upon which courage is built. Without it, we cannot truly grow, learn, or thrive. It's easy to numb vulnerability. We distract ourselves with busyness, perfectionism, or external validation. We avoid the discomfort of being exposed. But in doing so, we also numb the joy, connection, and fulfillment that come from living authentically. Vulnerability is the gateway to all of these things. It opens us up to experiences and relationships that have depth and meaning. The truth is, vulnerability is not optional. It's a part of life. The question is not whether you will experience it, but how you will respond when it comes knocking. Will you hide behind a facade, or you step forward and let yourself be seen? Setting boundaries is one of the most profound acts of self-care and self-respect. It's not about pushing others away or isolating yourself. It's about defining where your priorities lie and safeguarding your time, energy, and emotional well-being. Boundaries are the invisible lines that protect your sense of self, while allowing you to engage with the world on your terms. In today's hyper-connected world, boundaries have become more important than ever. With the constant buzz of notifications, the unending demands of work, and the pull of societal expectations, it's easy to feel stretched too thin. Without boundaries, we risk losing touch with what truly matters, sacrificing our own needs for the sake of external pressures. Setting intentional boundaries means taking a stand for yourself and your well-being, even when it feels uncomfortable. Boundaries require clarity. You must first understand what you need to protect and what you need to prioritize. This means reflecting on your values, your goals, and the aspects of your life that bring you joy or fulfillment. Once you have this clarity, you can begin to identify where your energy is being drained, whether it's through unhealthy relationships, overwhelming commitments, or even your own habits. Creating boundaries also involves recognizing your limits. Many of us push ourselves beyond what is sustainable, believing we have to do everything for everyone. But the truth is, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Boundaries are a way of preserving your capacity to give both to yourself and to others without burning out. One of the most challenging aspects of setting boundaries is learning to say no. Society often equates saying no with selfishness or rudeness, but in reality, it's an act of honesty and self-respect. When you say no to things that don't serve you, you create space to say yes to the things that truly matter. Saying no doesn't require justification or elaborate explanations. It simply requires confidence in your choices and an understanding that your time and energy are finite. Boundaries also mean limiting access to your emotional space. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. There are people and situations that may drain you, distract you, or pull you away from your path. Setting boundaries might involve limiting the time you spend with these individuals or redefining the terms of your interactions. This doesn't mean cutting people off entirely, but rather ensuring that your relationships are balanced and reciprocal. Setting intentional boundaries also extends to the commitments you make. Often we overcommit out of fear of disappointing others or a desire to prove ourselves. But overcommitment comes at a cost, usually to your own peace and productivity. Being intentional with your commitments means carefully evaluating whether something aligns with your values and goals before agreeing to it. It means understanding that every yes is also a no to something else and choosing wisely. Technology, too, is an area where boundaries are crucial. How often do we let emails, social media, or endless scrolling consume hours of our day? Setting boundaries with technology might involve turning off notifications, establishing phone-free zones, or dedicating specific times for work and leisure. These small changes can have a profound impact on your mental clarity and overall well-being. Boundaries are not a one-time act, they require ongoing maintenance. People may test your limits and situations may challenge your resolve. It's important to continually assess whether your boundaries are being respected and whether they still align with your evolving needs and priorities. Enforcing boundaries requires consistency and courage, especially when faced with resistance or guilt. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth and the key to understanding who you truly are. It's the practice of looking inward with curiosity, honesty, and intention to uncover your values, desires, strengths, and limitations. Cultivating self-awareness is not a one-time exercise, but a lifelong commitment to knowing yourself deeply and authentically. To begin cultivating self-awareness, you must first create space for reflection. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to lose sight of ourselves amid the noise of daily responsibilities, expectations, and distractions. Taking time to pause and reflect allows you to reconnect with your inner world. This might involve journaling about your thoughts and emotions, meditating to quiet your mind, or simply taking a walk in nature to think without interruption. These moments of stillness are where self-awareness begins to flourish. Self-awareness also requires a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about yourself. It's about recognizing patterns of behavior, thought, or emotion that may not serve you well. For example, do you often prioritize others' needs over your own? Do you find yourself reacting impulsively in stressful situations? These insights, while challenging to face, are invaluable for growth. They help you identify areas where change is needed and guide you toward making intentional choices that align with your values. Understanding your emotions is another vital aspect of self-awareness. Emotions are powerful indicators of what matters to us, yet they are often misunderstood or suppressed. By paying attention to how you feel in different situations, whether it's joy, anger, sadness, or fear, you can gain clarity about your triggers and motivations. Ask yourself, why did this situation make me feel this way? What can I learn from this emotion? This process of emotional inquiry deepens your self-awareness and empowers you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Self-awareness also involves identifying your core values, the principles that guide your decisions and define what matters most to you. When you're clear on your values, you can align your actions and choices with them, creating a sense of purpose and integrity in your life. For instance, if creativity is one of your core values, are you dedicating time to creative pursuits? If family is a priority, are you nurturing those relationships? Reflecting on these questions helps ensure that you are living in alignment with your authentic self. Another dimension of self-awareness is recognizing your strengths and areas for growth. Understanding what you excel at allows you to leverage those abilities to achieve your goals, while acknowledging areas where you struggle provides opportunities for improvement. This balance of self-acceptance and self-improvement is essential for growth. It's about celebrating your unique gifts while remaining open to learning and evolving. Your habits and routines are also a critical aspect of self-awareness. Pay attention to how you spend your time and energy each day. Are your actions supporting your long-term goals, or are they driven by autopilot or external pressures? By observing your habits, you can identify which ones serve you and which ones need to change. This process might involve breaking free from unproductive routines or cultivating new ones that align with your aspirations. Feedback from others can also be a valuable tool for cultivating self-awareness, but it requires openness and humility. Sometimes others can see aspects of ourselves that we might overlook. Seek out trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues who can provide honest, constructive feedback. While it's important to stay true to yourself, these external perspectives can offer insights that help you grow and evolve. Cultivating self-awareness is not about judging or criticizing yourself. It's about understanding yourself with compassion and curiosity. It's about embracing the full spectrum of who you are, your light and your shadows, your triumphs and your struggles. This journey of self-discovery is empowering because it allows you to take ownership of your life. When you know yourself deeply, you can make choices that honor your truth, build relationships that align with your values, and pursue goals that bring genuine fulfillment. Practicing gratitude and self-compassion is a transformative way to nurture your mind, heart, and soul. These practices go hand in hand, creating a foundation for resilience, joy, and emotional well-being. They remind us to honor our journey, celebrate our progress, and treat ourselves with the kindness we so often extend to others, but deny ourselves. Gratitude begins with noticing the good in your life, no matter how small or fleeting it may seem. It's about shifting your focus from what's lacking to what's present, from what you wish for to what you already have. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties or challenges you face. Instead, it's about recognizing that even amid struggle, there is still something to be thankful for: a kind word from a friend, a moment of peace in your day, or even the lessons learned through hardship. A powerful way to cultivate gratitude is through intentional reflection. This can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand or profound. They can be as simple as a hot cup of coffee, the sound of rain, or the smile of a stranger. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to seek out and appreciate the positives in your life, creating a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Gratitude also extends beyond the personal to the relational. It's about appreciating the people who contribute to your life in meaningful ways, those who support, inspire, or challenge you to grow. Taking the time to express your gratitude to these individuals strengthens your connections and fosters a deeper sense of community and belonging. A heartfelt thank you note, a genuine compliment, or even a moment of shared reflection can have a profound impact, both for you and for the recipient. Equally important to gratitude is the practice of self-compassion. This is the act of treating yourself with the same understanding and kindness you would offer to a dear friend. Self-compassion begins with acknowledging your humanity, the fact that you are imperfect, that you will make mistakes, and that you will face struggles. It's about recognizing that these experiences are a natural part of being human, and that they do not diminish your worth or value. One aspect of self-compassion is learning to speak to yourself with kindness. Many of us have an inner critic that can be harsh and unforgiving, constantly pointing out our flaws or shortcomings. Self-compassion invites us to replace that critical voice with one that is nurturing and encouraging. When you make a mistake or fall short of your expectations, instead of berating yourself, ask, what would I say to a friend in this situation then? Offer yourself that same grace and understanding. Another facet of self-compassion is giving yourself permission to rest and recharge. In a world that often glorifies busyness and productivity, it can be challenging to allow yourself to slow down. But rest is not a sign of weakness. It is a necessity for your physical, emotional, and mental health. Practicing self-compassion means honoring your needs, whether that's taking a break, seeking support, or simply allowing yourself to feel and process your emotions without judgment. Practicing gratitude and self-compassion also means embracing your imperfections. Society often pressures us to present a polished, flawless version of ourselves, but this expectation is neither realistic nor healthy. Self-compassion encourages us to see beauty in our imperfections, to understand that they are part of what makes us unique and human. Similarly, gratitude helps us appreciate the progress we've made rather than fixating on how far we still have to go. Together, gratitude and self-compassion create a powerful cycle of positivity and resilience. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you see the blessings and opportunities in your life, while self-compassion provides the emotional support needed to navigate challenges and setbacks. These practices are not about ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, they offer a way to anchor yourself in love and kindness, even when the path is uncertain or difficult. Incorporating these practices into your daily life requires intention and effort, but the rewards are profound. Start small, a moment of reflection, a deep breath, or a kind word to yourself, and build from there. Over time, gratitude and self-compassion will become habits that sustain and uplift you, allowing you to approach life with greater balance, peace, and joy. Lifelong learning is not just a practice, it's a mindset. It's the belief that growth and self-improvement are continuous processes, not confined to formal education or a specific phase of life. Committing to lifelong learning means embracing curiosity, seeking knowledge, and cultivating skills that enrich your life, broaden your horizons, and prepare you to navigate an ever-changing world. The first step in committing to lifelong learning is recognizing that knowledge is infinite, and there is always something new to discover. This realization sparks curiosity and natural drive to ask questions, explore ideas, and seek deeper understanding. Curiosity is the fuel for learning, propelling you to venture beyond your comfort zone and engage with unfamiliar subjects, perspectives, and experiences. Whether it's reading about a new topic, experimenting with a creative project, or having a thought-provoking conversation, curiosity keeps your mind active and open. Lifelong learning also requires humility, the acknowledgement that you don't have all the answers and that there is value in learning from others. Humility allows you to approach new opportunities with a beginner's mindset, free from the fear of failure or the need to prove yourself. It reminds you that every expert was once a novice and that growth comes from embracing challenges, making mistakes, and persisting through discomfort. In today's world, the opportunities for lifelong learning are vast and accessible. Technology has made it easier than ever to acquire new skills and knowledge, whether through online courses, webinars, podcasts, or virtual communities. But lifelong learning doesn't have to be formal or structured. It can also be informal and self-directed. It's found in everyday experiences, reading a book, watching a documentary, trying out a new recipe, or even engaging in meaningful conversations with others who have different perspectives. A crucial aspect of lifelong learning is the development of skills that enhance both your personal and professional life. These skills may include technical expertise, creative abilities, or emotional intelligence. For example, learning a new language expands your cultural awareness and communication abilities, while improving your problem-solving skills strengthens your capacity to navigate complex situations. By continuously building your skill set, you not only increase your adaptability, but also deepen your sense of fulfillment and achievement. Lifelong learning also involves staying attuned to the world around you. The pace of change in technology, science, and society means that what you know today may not be sufficient for tomorrow. By keeping yourself informed and engaged, you equip yourself to remain relevant and effective in your personal and professional endeavors. This adaptability is a hallmark of lifelong learners who see change not as a threat, but as an opportunity to grow and innovate. One of the most rewarding aspects of lifelong learning is the way it enriches your relationships and sense of community. When you commit to learning, you gain insights and perspectives that deepen your connections with others. Sharing your knowledge, listening to others' experiences, and engaging in collaborative problem solving are all ways that learning fosters empathy, understanding, and a sense of belonging. Moreover, lifelong learning nurtures your creativity and imagination. When you expose yourself to new ideas, you expand your mental toolkit, enabling you to think differently and approach problems with innovative solutions. Creativity thrives on the interplay of diverse experiences and perspectives, and lifelong learning ensures that your mind remains fertile ground for fresh ideas and inspiration. Resilience is another vital benefit of lifelong learning. When you actively seek out new challenges and information, you build the confidence and flexibility needed to face life's uncertainties. Learning equips you with the tools to adapt, persevere, and thrive in the face of adversity. It reminds you that growth often comes from the moments when you stretch beyond what you thought was possible. Finally, lifelong learning is deeply connected to a sense of purpose and fulfillment. The pursuit of knowledge and self-improvement adds richness and meaning to your life, giving you a reason to wake up each day with enthusiasm and curiosity. It's about more than just acquiring information. It's about expanding your capacity to experience life fully and meaningfully. By committing to lifelong learning, you create a life that is dynamic, purposeful, and ever-evolving. And redefining success is one of the most empowering journeys you can embark on. It's about breaking free from societal expectations, cultural norms, and external pressures that dictate what achievement should look like. Instead, it's about discovering what truly matters to you and aligning your life with your unique values, passions, and aspirations. When you redefine success on your own terms, you reclaim the power to live authentically and intentionally. For many, success has been narrowly defined by material wealth, professional titles, or societal recognition. While these markers may bring a sense of accomplishment, they are often external and transient. True success, however, is deeply personal and enduring. It comes from within, rooted in the fulfillment of your deepest desires and the alignment of your life with your core values. Redefining success begins with asking yourself some profound questions. What do I truly value? What brings me joy and meaning? What kind of life do I want to create? This process requires stepping back from the noise of the world and tuning into your inner voice. It means being honest about what you want versus what others expect of you. Perhaps you spent years pursuing goals that were never truly yours, whether it was climbing the corporate ladder, achieving academic accolades, or living up to family expectations. Redefining success invites you to let go of these external benchmarks and instead focus on what feels authentic to you. Redefining success also involves recognizing that it is not a one-size-fits-all concept. Your definition of success will be unique to you, shaped by your experiences, beliefs, and aspirations. For some, success may mean cultivating meaningful relationships and creating a loving family environment. For others, it may involve pursuing creative passions, making a positive impact on the world, or achieving a sense of inner peace. There is no right or wrong way to define success. It is as diverse and multifaceted as the individuals who seek it. Another important aspect of redefining success is shifting from a results-oriented mindset to a process-oriented one. Society often emphasizes the end result, whether it's a promotion, a degree, or a milestone achievement. But true success is found in the journey, not just the destination. It's about the effort, growth, and learning that take place along the way. By focusing on the process, you can find fulfillment and meaning in the present moment rather than waiting for a future outcome to validate your worth. Part of this journey also involves challenging the myths and assumptions about what it means to make it success is not about perfection, nor is it a linear path. It is messy, dynamic, and deeply personal. Redefining success means embracing the idea that setbacks, failures, and detours are not indicators of inadequacy. They are integral parts of the journey. They teach resilience, foster growth, and ultimately bring you closer to your authentic self. To redefine success, you must also be willing to prioritize what matters most to you. This often requires setting boundaries and making difficult choices about how you spend your time and energy. It means saying no to things that don't align with your vision of success, even if they come with external rewards or validation. It's about focusing on what brings you joy, purpose, and fulfillment, rather than chasing after goals that leave you feeling empty or disconnected. Additionally, redefining success invites you to celebrate progress, no matter how small. Success doesn't always come in grand, sweeping achievements. It's often found in the everyday victories, the moments of courage, the steps towards self-improvement, and the acts of kindness and connection. By recognizing and appreciating these moments, you cultivate a sense of gratitude and contentment that enriches your life. It's also essential to acknowledge that your definition of success may evolve over time. As you grow and change, so too will your values, priorities, and aspirations. What felt like success in one phase of your life may no longer resonate in another. Redefining success requires flexibility and self-awareness, allowing you to adapt your goals and expectations to reflect who you are in the present moment. Ultimately, redefining success on your terms is an act of liberation. It frees you from the pressure to conform, the fear of judgment, and the endless pursuit of external validation. It empowers you to live authentically, to honor your unique path, and to create a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling to you. It's about shifting the focus from what you should do to what you truly want to do, and embracing the courage to follow your own heart. In closing, the journey to focus only on yourself in the year 2025 is not an act of selfishness, but a profound declaration of self-respect and self-discovery. By embracing vulnerability, setting intentional boundaries, cultivating self-awareness, practicing gratitude and self-compassion, committing to lifelong learning, and redefining success on your terms, you take the reins of your own life. You create space to honor your unique needs, values, and aspirations, and you allow yourself to grow into the person you are meant to be. This year is your opportunity to step away from distractions, silence external expectations, and prioritize your own well-being and development. Remember, by focusing on yourself, you not only enrich your life, but also build the strength, clarity, and resilience to show up more authentically for the world around you.